Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I did a watercolor today, and I used Hawaiian Fire and I used Pink Petal. So I used the Hawaiian Fire with Kiss and I used the Pink Petal with Adore. So right here, you will see that I'm spraying coats onto the blonde wig first. So first I just sprayed on there. So you want to do 4 coats of that until it turns very, very hard. And that's just to protect the knots, so when you're dyeing, it doesn't turn any type of color. Okay, so it's completely hardened and it's ready to go in. I just want to get a quick view of this pretty wig. I did get this from Hermana's Hair. Everything will be linked in the description below. It came with 3 combs and it's a lace frontal wig, and it came in 613. Okay, so guys, let me tell you about this. This watercolor method is the most difficult process I ever did. This was my first time attempting to do this, and it was super difficult. But when you're doing watercolor and you have 613, you're doing a pastel color like that, make sure you have boiling hot water and you use the shimmer shampoo to line up the 613 hair, because you want to get that yellow tone out your wig so it can turn into a more grayish, other than yellow, because you want it to be fresh. Okay, so once I got everything mixed in well, I then went in and dipped the wig in there. So as you can see, you do not want to leave your wig in there, because as you can see, it turns a little purple, but the more you dip, the better. So like I said, this was my first attempt, and I just want to let you guys know it's okay. It's water. It's a little easier to manage compared to just putting a color on there and it does what it does. So one thing about watercolor, if you mess up, you can fix your mistakes. So I had a lot of mistakes, but I'm gonna make sure you guys do it right and you don't do the same mistake I did. So just keep dumping and also brush in between to make sure you're getting all that yellow tone out. So I just kept going in and out, in and out. So as you see, it's finally done. So I poured that out and I did a fresh new batch of boiling water. And it could be from hot from the faucet, or you can warm up on the stove like I did and pour it in. So I went in with the Pink Petal first, and I used 3 bottles for this. So I went in and I started with the first bottle and I started mixing in the bowl. So make sure when you mixing it, you're getting all the clumps out, so you're mixing it really good. So I didn't pull the whole bottle in there at first. I started with half of the bottle and I mixed it, and then I went in and did a test strip of a blonde piece of hair I had just to see if the color took. And then I went in and dumped the whole wig in. Okay, so as you see, I'm dumping the wig in, and y'all, okay, when I first dumped this wig in, it turned purple. Now you see, don't get me wrong, the lighting kind of threw it off, because I did have a yellow type of lighting in the background in my kitchen, but it turned purple. So I'm like, okay, maybe if I throw some more water in it, maybe it brighten up and make it look pink. I don't know if it turned purple because the shimmer shampoo made the wig turn a little purple, but I'm like, it shouldn't do that. So I put a little more water in it to kind of dilute the color, and it really did it. It actually did. It started to lighten up. As you can see, it started to lighten up and started to look less purple. But when you're doing this, guys, make sure you dipping it, going in between the hairs, brushing it. Make sure you're getting all through the wig. And this wig this wig is actually a 220 density, so it's pretty thick. And then I added more color to you know, I added more color so it can show more because the wig soaks up the color when you do it in the water. So yeah, it even looked purple in a bowl, but trust me guys, trust the process. You have to trust the process and end up looking like exactly how I wanted to look. Okay, so after dumping a couple times, I did let the wig sit for a couple minutes, and then I took it out, and it turned out like this. Like I said, it did give a purple look to it, but trust me guys, it's gonna lighten up, and I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna lighten up. But I went in with some more boiling hot water, and I went in with the Hawaiian Fire from Kiss, and like I said, I poured half, mixed it, and you know, did it again just to, you know, make sure I'm not putting too much so it don't look darker than what it is. And then I went in and dipped the tips of the wig in because I want to go for that ombre look of the wig. And as you see, I did the test strip again just to see how the color might turn out. And I want the ombre look of the wig. I wanted like a nice pastel pink at the top and then a darker pink at the bottom. So I went in and did it. I wasn't pleased with it at first, but I just kept doing it, kept pouring more in there so it could show up darker, and it came out exactly how I wanted. Okay, so after dumping it a couple times, this how it turned out. Guys, as you can see, it kind of looks like all the same color. And like I said, it did turn out pink now that I'm in a room where it's just one white light. So I went back in with the Hawaiian Kiss Fire in a smaller bowl with boiling hot water, and I dipped it again. So one thing I want to say, guys, if the color don't come out darker than you wanted, if you're doing an ombre look, wait till it dry a little bit, air dry, and then go back in and dip the tips, and then literally it came out darker. Like, I was so happy, I was so pleased that I waited a little bit. And as you can see, it's got the ombre effect going, and it looks so pretty. So right now it's air drying, and it just, I love how it looks, guys. Like, it came out very, very, very cute. And if you wanted your pink to come out a little lighter, I will also recommend using some Dawn dish soap to lighten up your color, and it's not going to ruin your hair. It's perfect. You just do it, trust me.